Welcome to Wilco Whites. I'm Sean, and this is the Hull City match review. We're going to obviously look at the game, some Daniel FARKE comments, and obviously the elephant in the room is ILAN Meslier. I did wake up this morning feeling a little bit better than I did last night until I watched the highlight reel, and it all hit me again. Let's get on with it. So, team lineup was a surprise. Obviously, Struijk. The news came out. Struijk was not fit. There was no point risking him in this game. He could have made the bench, but decided against it. Bamford out. I think hamstring injury, something like that, after his 15-minute cameo, proving why it's going to be hard to get rid of him. He's never fit, but hopefully we can. So the team lineup, obviously, Ampadu came into the team, replacing Struijk at centre half. Wöber starting left back, as Bynum again is still not fit enough. Rothwell and Tanaka in midfield. Aronson, Dan James out wide, which I thought was surprising. I thought he might have come out, and Solomon on the left, and Pirro up top. Hull, I'd also like to say it was nice to see Joffrey back on the bench. Whether he's going to be a long term or not, which it doesn't look like he is, but it was good to see Joffrey back on the bench. Hull, they lined up in a 4-3-3. I'm not going to go through their team, but I did notice that Cody Drama got dropped, and Louis Coyle, who's normally been playing at left back, actually moved to right back. That was probably because of Solomon. So that's why I think they moved him over there to try and nullify Solomon, which didn't work. Also, Hull City 4-3-3, they do like to play out from the back. Did look a little bit dodgy at times. I did say it could cost them, and it did in the second half. They do obviously like to push up as well, a high pressing team, which is fair play to Hull. They actually really went for it today. Maybe they're a better side than we thought, and their league position is not how it should be. But anyway, straight away, literally like 5th minute, sucker punch to Leeds United, diagonal ball. Defending was all over the place. Wöber got caught wrong side. I don't know where he was. He was obviously pushing high up. Abu Kamara, who hasn't had the best of seasons this season. Acres of space. 1-on-1 with Meslier. Meslier is rushing out. Did he have to come so far out? I don't think he did. Wöber were getting back. And obviously then Kamara lobs him. Goal. Number of errors. Where was Ampadu? Apparently he was pushing forward as well. Why wasn't Ampadu over there marking? Why was Wöber too far forward? Why did Kamara have so much space? Why did Meslier need to come so far out? He didn't need to come so far out of his box. Watch it back. He didn't. Made it very easy for Kamara to score. Leeds did have the chances. So did Hull. Solomon, Ampadu breaking forward, slips the ball into Solomon. I think he should have scored that, but it was a good block. Maybe he could have done a lot bit better. That was a chance for me. Aronson, first half. We was getting it in behind a lot and having chances to cut the ball back. Scuff shot from Aronson with the ball cut back, and maybe he's got to do better there. At least getting it on target and getting a clean effort. Same with Pirro. We've seen a scuff shot from Pirro when again in a good chance to score, good position to score. So we did have us chances. Hull, though, the woodwork again, that should have been a goal. It was a bad miss for me. That we again Meslier scrambling, bad defending. I thought that, especially that first half. Hull did get another chance to volley from edge of the area. I thought that was flying in, so they were really up for it. But all in all, that first half, I thought we did all right. It's just his final ball wasn't brilliant. we wasn't finding the men in the box like we should have been, even though we did have the chances. We could have had more. I thought Bogle at one point, he played across or tried to shoot at a tight angle, and a couple of players in there, he could have just played it back, and he didn't. Again, Solomon really creating on that left wing, giving Louis Coyle a torrid time. He did all game. But yeah, we went in half time. Obviously, Leeds losing 1-0. But like I said, we both had chances to score in that game. We were lucky not to go 2-0 down with Hull obviously hitting the woodwork, but we did have us chances as well. The pitch did look really bobbly. It cutting up. That hindered our passing game, I think. We had obviously a better passing side than Hull, and I know it's the same for both teams, but I thought that really did hinder us a little bit. Second half came, obviously. I wasn't thinking any changes. I thought we were doing all right. Wasn't brilliant, but we're doing all right. Obviously, some things being said at half time. FARKE's got hold of him and said something because we come out flying. And Tanaka gets his first goal for Leeds United. What a strike that was. Edge of the area, curls it in, top corner. Bang, we're back in the game. Just what we needed. 46th minute. We were going to kick on then and score more goals, which is what we did. Hull did try push on then as well, but it left more space for us behind. So the second goal came, and it was Solomon again on that left. Great feet, puts the ball across, and it went through everybody. Bogle back post, cuts it back this time, but finds Dan James, who finishes with a tap in. 2-1 Leeds United. We're on the up. 65th minute though, Byram came on for Voba. That was definitely a pre-planned substitution, because obviously Byram's not fit enough. Why are you not putting Schmidt on then if Byram's not fit enough? It's crazy. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Hopefully now Byram, with having Harrogate next week, Byram's going to get the rest he needs, and Schmidt's going to get the minutes he needs. 71st minute then. I said it. Trying to play out from back, goalkeeper and the defenders. The goalkeeper passes the ball straight to Pirro, who finds the back of the net with what I thought was a really nice finish, a lovely crisp left foot strike, bottom corner. 3-1 Leeds United. We are flying. We was flying. I actually thought we'd go on and score more goals. I really did. Excuse me. Then it all changes. Step up, ILAN, Meslier. 80th minute. Ball's played in. I think it was a corner or a free kick. Looks like it's going over, or it's going to hit the bar. We all know. And he palms it down into a dangerous area, straight to their striker's feet, who taps it home to make it 3-2. What's he doing? Why is he not tipping that over? Why is he not even leaving it to go over? You could see in the defenders' reactions, especially Rodon, what are you playing at, ILAN Meslier? It's just... I'll just stick to the game for the minute. Then we did have another chance on the 84th minute. Dan James cleaned through. Similar position to the first goal for Hull in the first half. Tries to lob the goalkeeper, but their keeper saves it with his face. Saved it with his face. Rushing out. Hull are really going for it this time, and you've got to, give them flowers. They did go for it, but that second goal for them, it really gave them that boost to push on for the equaliser, and they got it. It was a corner coming in. Wasn't cleared. Or Sam Byron did clear it. He got his head to it, but it fell to Abu Kamara. And he shoots home. Again, I think Meslier at fault. Why is he coming out to try and punch it when there's Ampadu and Byram stood in front of him to clear the ball? This then leaves him scrambling back, not in his right position, which you've seen time and time again this season, for Kamara to slot home. And I mean, we made that Kamara look world class last night. The guy's not scored this in 19 games. He's had 6 shots on target in 19 games this season. And he scored 2 goals last night. We made him look well better. He won't go on to do much else this season. I can probably guarantee that. I could probably guarantee it. Also, before I leave, please like and subscribe. My subscribers have been going up really well. So if you could just hit subscribe, it doesn't cost anything to do. Really helps promote the channel on the YouTube, on the algorithm and all that. So yeah, thanks for that. I want to now obviously just touch on what Daniel FARKE said after the game, which doesn't fill me full of confidence with regard to ILAN Meslier. I've got it here. When the goalkeeper makes 1 or 2 mistakes, it is natural to talk about changes. We don't change a goalkeeper quickly like a fullback. There is no rule that a player is dropped. If a centre-back was to score loads of own goals, he would be dropped. But straight after the game, I am not going to finger point. We conceded a cheap goal. We were not sharp enough. Second half, I have to say, a great reaction. We scored 3 goals, had chances for 4 or 5, but it is difficult to explain the 2 late goals despite them not really having a chance. If you concede 3 goals, it is difficult to win the games, but after such a terrific performance in the second half to drive away with 1 point, it's disappointing. Okay, he's not going to come out and blame his Meslier. That's not how he's going to do it. That's not what a leader should do. Not in public. Words have to be said behind the scenes, and I'm hoping that's going to happen. On the not dropping the goalkeeper situation, then this isn't the first time we've seen this season or last season with Meslier's making mistakes. So it's not like it's the first time, and it's it doesn't matter. It's costing us points, Daniel FARKE, and if you don't change something soon, it's going to really hinder us at the end of the season. Just let me look at that again. So, 4 to 5. We should have scored 4 to 5. That's not why we lost the game, Daniel FARKE. The reason why we lost the game was because we've got an inept goalkeeper who's making silly mistakes and allowing teams to score, and it's costing us points. Definitely 4 points this season, possibly 6, maybe even 10. But we won't know until we get somebody else in. I mean, why we're not giving Darlow a chance now? We've got to give Darlow a chance. He can't be as bad as ILAN Meslier. He can't be. I looked at the stats a while ago for Darlow, and they're not that bad. They're not. He's actually better in parts of his game than Meslier. And I know he's older, and that's what we need. He's older and he's more experienced. We need a new keeper, and we should go get one in January. ILAN Meslier, for me, I wouldn't mind keeping him as a number 2, as a backup, as our backup goalkeeper. There is goalkeepers out there we could have got at the beginning of the season. Victor Johansson was doing well at Stoke City. With a good defence in front of him, it'd be fantastic. Why we didn't get one at the beginning of the season, like I was asking for. These faults have been happening all for the past 2 or 3 years. And I've said it, and I'll keep saying it. As relegation season in the Premier League, how many times could have Meslier saved some of those shots, or should have saved some of those shots, which might have given us more points on the board, which might have not got us relegated? I'm not blaming it all on him because he had a poor defence in front of him. And that's why we conceded so many goals. And that, for me, we saw the worst of Meslier because he had a poor defence in front of him. A lot of these clean sheets this season, it's down to the defence, not Meslier. Yes, he's pulled off some saves, but the saves that every keeper should be making. Not, just because he makes a save, he's not a world beater. How Daniel FARKE can come out and back him and say he's the best keeper in the league is not. What's he seeing? Is he going to stick with him? He can't stick with him. And I said it last night on a stream with the only Leeds bros. And if we don't get promoted, if we don't get top 2, because we're 4 points or 3 points behind, who are we going to look at here? We're looking at the Sunderland game where he spills it, and we're looking at yesterday's game where he's made 2 howlers for me. He's terrible, really terrible keeper. I even mentioned that having Alex Cairns in there before him. He's an experienced goalkeeper. I'm not saying he's fantastic, but at least he does the bloody basics. For us, and how we defend and how we play, and we have all the possession all the time, we don't need somebody who's going to be making world-class saves every game because we don't give them chances up every game. That ball, where he pushes it back in, that's standard. No keeper in this league, other than Meslier, for me, would have done that. It'd have been tipped over, made sure it's going over, safety first. Why play it back? What's he thinking he's doing? Does he think he's going to try and push it back in, bounce, and he's going to catch it? What, in a crowded box? With strikers, with Hull City players in there? I don't understand some of his decisions. I think his kicking's absolutely terrible. What are we saying? Because he can play it out front back? Give up. You're telling me Darlow can't make them passes to Rodon and to Strike or to Ampadu? 5-yard pass. You're telling me Darlow can't do that? Rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. It really is. I'm so frustrated with him. I really am. Just let's look at. I'm just going to look. Change it a bit. Let's just look at some stats. Yesterday's game. Yeah. 60-40. Expected goals. So Hull City, they have a higher XG than we did. 40% possession for Hull City. It showed they went for it. They were pushing. Had a lot of the ball. 15 shots. 6 shots on target. And they scored 3. 3 big chances. There you go. Yeah. Corners. Again, our corners. Poor again for me. Just cannot connect with one of them. Really bad. Big chances for defensively. A bit like for like. Hull had a lot of passes. Yeah, our actually was slightly better. 35 touches in the box we had in their box. Yeah, and that were a lot in first half as well. We had quite a few in first half. Like I said, them scuff shots that we should have been scoring. Here we go. Player ratings. This is going to be interesting. Abu Kamara, Starman 8.5. Done nothing all season. 6 shots on target he's had all season. He hadn't scored a goal till last night. Solomon, yep, 8. Which is correct for me. Tanaka, about right for me. Yep, great goal. Let's go down though, and I guarantee you, we all know who's going to be bottom. We all know who's going to be bottom. There we go. The man. Our number one, 4.7. Wow. That's crazy. 4.7. That's crazy. But it's deserved. I'd have given him actually less. I'd have given him less. So yeah. What do we do? Why is Schmidt not playing? Why is he not coming on? Why are we you know, the lineup as well for me. I would have liked to see Verba move back into centre defence. We could have done that. Played Schmidt left back. Pushed Ampadu back into midfield, which I thought we missed yesterday. Especially with them playing three in midfield. Overran us a little bit sometimes. I would have liked to see more of Ramazani. Possibly give Dan James a rest, and he did get his goal, and he did better than he did against Blackburn. But at the end of the match, he looked absolutely shattered, which moves me on to substitutions. He did make the 65th one, which was pre-planned for Verba with Biden coming on, but he should have probably changed it round about the 70th, 75th minute, which he normally does, and he didn't yesterday because we was getting a little bit overrun. Like Dan James did look a bit dead on his feet. We could have just done with a bit of freshening up, freshening it up on the wings, giving Hull something different to think about in either Ramazani or possibly Willie Nonto. So yeah, a bit strange again with substitutions. When we want him to do it, he don't do it, and when we don't want him to do it, he does it. It's a strange one, and I don't understand his thinking, especially when we went 3-2 down. 3-2, yeah, when they scored the second goal. Really strange. Should have tightened it up a little bit. So, yeah, again, we're playing players out of position when we've actually got players on the bench who can play in them positions. So Daniel Farke has got some big decisions to make, especially with the goalkeeper situation. For me, transfer-wise now, I was all for us 10. I was all for a striker. Priority now is a goalkeeper. If we don't do a goalkeeper, then we need to be giving Darlow a chance. A 10 and a 9 would be nice to push us on. But we are creating chances and we are scoring goals. We're the top goal scorers in the league. So it's not an issue. The issue is now as goalkeeper. And he's got to come out. And it will come out against Harrogate. But that was always going to happen. Darlow was always going to play against Harrogate. I'm hoping he has a really good game. And he cements his spot. And he keeps it for when we play Sheffield Wednesday, the week after. It's hard. Do we see it? Some of the fans are thinking, no, Daniel Farke is going to stick with him. Going off the comments that's been said. It will be a big call, and it will define our season because Meslier will make more mistakes. His confidence is shot. He can't keep bigging him up. He can't keep saying he's the best keeper in this league because he's not. He's bigging him up and he's giving him false confidence. For me, he needs some time out of the team. Darlow deserves his place for me now. He deserves his chance, not his place, but he deserves a chance. But yeah, that's it for me. You can tell I'm so annoyed still, especially after watching the highlights back and seeing it back again and seeing how easy that second goal. It can only happen to Leeds. Look at Burnley winning and Sheffield United winning. Burnley's goalkeeper had a fantastic game. Apparently he's made some great saves and he's kept them in the game, and that's going to be the difference. That's going to be the difference. I tell you now, if Meslier were in goal for Burnley, Burnley would not have so many clean sheets. Guaranteed you. Guarantee that they would not have as many clean sheets if Meslier would in goal for them. Meslier being linked with Man United. Why? He's not good enough for the Premier League. Is he good enough for the Championship? For maybe a mid-table team, not for a team wanting promotion. And I know it's harsh to say, and I know players have feelings, and we all want going to put his arm around it. Yeah, put his arm around him, but don't play him. There's bigger things at stake than ILAN Meslier's feelings. He might be a great guy. He might be a nice lad. But he's just not a good goalkeeper. Not at this minute in time. He's been on decline for the past 3 years. And it's so obvious to see. Promotion's at stake. Money is at stake. Over £200 million. The new ground that we're all wanting, it's at stake. Not how the players are feelings. I'm not bothered. Just take him out of the team. Let him come out of team and just, just let him get his confidence back that way. Don't play him. There's too much at stake. For this club, it's massive that we get promoted this season. And I'm damned if I'm going to feel sorry for one man who's not going to allow that to happen, and that is ILAN Meslier. Too many points is costing us. Too many points. And for Daniel FARKE to come out and say, oh, well, if it were a right-back or a centre-half scoring own goals, then yeah, they'd be dropped. What's the difference? What's the difference? That's not fair. That's not fair on the other players. The defenders don't have no confidence in him. Joe Rodon. God, did you see his reaction? He could have ripped his head off. Firpo's reaction when he let that goal in against Sunderland, stormed down the tunnel because he didn't want to face Meslier. And I'm not trying to be hateful against him, and I'm not wanting, don't be giving him shit online. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm venting my frustrations and saying what I think. Just take him out. And then we don't have to talk about it anymore. Take him out and we can talk about something else. Daniel FARKE, listen. Please listen. So that's it for me. I'm obviously thinking of doing a live. I'm going to do like a subscriber thing. So if you want to join me, I'll put the link on. I might do it later on today, or I might do it tomorrow afternoon. It'd be nice if you could jump on and we can talk and get your feelings and use my channel as a way to get your opinions out there, get things off your chest if you need be. That's what I'm here for. And thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. It's been a good one for me. This one really got things off my chest a little bit. And I will speak to you soon. Ciao.